Welcome to Learn Mathematics with Moni. Get your books and pen and get ready to learn.
Hello, you're welcome to class. Today we are learning algebra. Algebra is a branch of mathematics where we use alphabets or letters A, B, C, D, whatever you choose, X, Y, whatever you choose to represent unknown. For example, have you seen an expression like this before where you have x plus 5 equals to 7? Yes, this is a form of algebra, and you should not fret when you see something like this, because what this x actually means is unknown. It means a situation where I have unknown plus 5 is equal to 7. I know you are used to this open sentence. This is an open sentence. This is very common between nursery 2 and primary 1. You do questions like this. But by the time you start getting to basic 3, basic 4, you start seeing it in this form. And this is the algebraic form. This is algebra. The only difference between your open sentence and algebra is that instead of the box, the open box you have here, a letter is used to represent the unknown. Let me quickly tell you the difference between algebraic expression and an algebraic equation. Let's put it this way. Let's say I have x plus 5. When I have it simple like this, x plus 5, this is an algebraic expression. I only express myself. I didn't equate it to anything. It is not equal to anything. I didn't put any equals to it. This is simply an algebraic expression. But by the time I said x plus 5 is equal to 7, you can see I have already equated it to 7. So it is not just an expression again, it is now an equation. This is algebraic equation. And that is the only difference between algebraic expression and algebraic equation. Algebraic expressions are simply expressed. Algebraic equations are equated to another number or another set of expression. An algebraic equation can also be of this form. I can say x plus 5 is equals to 2x minus 7. This is still an algebraic equation because all of this on my left hand side is equals to all of this on my right hand side. I hope that is settled. With algebra, there are some terminologies you need to get used to. We have what we call variable. The variable is the unknown in the equation or expression. So when I have an expression like x plus 5 is equals to 7, the variable is x. The x that is representing the unknown is the variable. The variable is x. We have another terminology we call constant. What we call constant is a number whose value is fixed. Constant is a number of fixed value. For example, look at this expression I have here. X plus 5 equals to 7. 5 is a constant. If this expression or this equation is going to remain the same, this 5 will not change. So 5 is a constant. Its value is not changing. Once its value changes, then this equation is no more the same. It is a different equation. This 7 is another constant. In this equation, 7 is a constant as well. Once you change these values, you have changed this equation. Then it is a different equation. There is what we call coefficient as well. Coefficient is the number standing beside the variable. It tells you the number of variable you have. Coefficient. Coefficient is the number of variable or unknown. Look at this equation. I have x plus 5. How many x do I have here? Just one. 1x. So the coefficient of this x in this equation is 1. Coefficient is 1 in x plus 5 equals to 7. This coefficient is the number of x I have, or the number of unknown. Let's see another example. Like 2x minus 3 is equals to 17. In this equation, I can be asked what the variable is, what the constant is, and what the coefficient is. So let's fix that. The variable here is x. If I decide not to use x and I decide to use p, 2p minus 3 equals to 17. The unknown in this equation, what I don't know in this equation is p. So p is the variable. The constants in this equation are minus 3 and 17. This minus 3 and this 17 are the constants in this equation. Then the coefficient is the number of the unknown, the number of the variable we have. So how many p do we have here? 2. So 2 is the coefficient in this equation. Let's take another example. Okay, this is another situation. The variable in this equation, yes, I can hear you saying y. Yes, y is a variable. What about the constants? The constants here are minus 3 over 4 and minus 5. They are the numbers with fixed value in this equation. And talking about coefficients, I will ask you how many y do you have in that question? We have 7y. So the 7 is the coefficient of y in that equation. Okay, let us learn to substitute into algebraic expressions. For example, evaluate x plus 5 when x is equal to 3. We have to find the value this will give us. We have to find the value this will give us when x is 3. Which means instead of having this x, I will put 3. 3 plus 5. And that is going to give us 8. The value of this expression will change as many times as I change the value of x. When the value of x is 3, this expression will give us 8. When I change the value of x, let's say for x is equals to minus 1. For x equals to minus 1, this expression x plus 5 is going to become, in place of x, I'll put minus 1 plus 5. You remember directed numbers? Minus 1 plus 5. That means you are owing 5 and you are owing 1 rather, and you have 5 in your pocket. So the balance of such account is positive 4. Or you just write it simply as 4. Let us see another case of substitute. Substitute 5 for y in 2 minus y. Look at this situation. This is the expression we have, 2 minus y. and we are to substitute 5 for y. That means I have 2 minus, anywhere I see y, I put 5. 2 minus 5. This is another case of directed numbers. You have 2, you are owing 5. The balance is going to be minus 3. Let's see a case where the coefficient is not 1. Evaluate, or let me use that, change that, find the value of 3p plus 7 when p is equals to 3, or let's call p 4 so that it can be different from the coefficients. 3p plus 7, we are to find its value when p is equals to 4. That means I have 3p plus 7. Anywhere I see p, I replace it with 4. 3p means 3 times p. So that is going to be 3 times 4 plus 7. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 7, that is giving us 19. And this is all we are going to take on basic introduction to algebra. I'll see you in the next algebraic class.
Thank you for learning mathematics with Moni today. Do you know you are free to share my videos with your classmates, your colleagues, your friends, your cousins? Do that right now and be a blessing to them.